going to share with you our homeschool organization and how we do that, how we store our curriculum, and how we prep it for the entire year in one day. So I found this system or a variation of this system last year on Christy Clover's channel, Raising Clovers. And she does hers as a crate system. And so I've just modified it a little bit to fit our family. So I have ours in this file drawer. And basically, you take apart your workbooks or whatever, your books are, and you put them in folders that are for each week of the school year. So it kind of freaked me out when I thought about it at first because, what if you ruin your books while you're taking them apart? But that didn't happen. And I don't think it will happen. I think that that's just the fear of doing something different setting in. So I watched Christy's video over and over and thought, wow, this could be really good for us because we do take our schoolwork with us outside of our home pretty often, about once a week. Sometimes it happens to be more than that, but usually about once a week. And so we were taking backpacks full of heavy books with us, and for a small child that's kind of heavy, and it was hard for me to carry it for them because I have a diaper bag and other things that I've got to take with me also. So this system allows us to simply take a folder and a clipboard and a pencil, and that's all we need. So it's really great if you do your schoolwork on the go. So let me show you how it works. You are going to have your file drawer, or you can have a file crate. That's the way that Christy does it. And so then you want to have a hanging folder for every week of the school year. So I have them numbered, weeks 1 through 36. I've got week 2 in the front right now because I've not moved it to the back yet from last week. Within each hanging folder, I've got a folder for each child. So we'll use this one because week 2's folders are still out in backpacks from when we went to our appointments last week. But so this is one of the things I did a little bit different than Christy, other than putting it in a drawer instead of a crate, is that I have colored stickers on plain manila folders because it was cheaper for me that way. Christy does it where each child has a colored folder that is specific to them, and so I did still color code it. I just ordered on Amazon a pack of colored labels, and I will link those below, and that way each child has a different color on their folder. Now, I do have 4 children. Right now, I only have 3 in school, so we just have 3 folders. The green is for my 4-year-old, and he doesn't do very much schoolwork, so all of his folders are not full. Most of them have something in them, but he doesn't do schoolwork every day. And so here's an example of what my oldest daughter's looks like. She only has in here for now her math and language arts. So this is her language arts. All of those pages are together for the week. And then this is her math for the week, and I ripped them out, put them in here, and that's it. That's all she has in her folder. And the same thing for my kindergartner. She has language arts and math in her folder. We do our science together, and we do our history together, and we do Bible during our morning basket. And then each of my kiddos has their own drawer in here, and so I'll show you what they have in here. Also, if you have a toddler or a child that you need to keep out of drawers and you need child safety locks, I'm gonna link these below too because they're super awesome. They're magnetic. So you have this magnetic key, and once you close your drawer, they can't open it without this key. So it's not like they can figure out how to push the little lock down and open it themselves. So those are really cool, and I will link those. Okay, so in each of their drawers, they have got a pencil case with their colored pencils, and they get to each have one Ticonderoga pencil that they keep in their drawer or their pencil case that they started with for the school year. And my rule is that they keep up with it, or they have to buy their next pencil from me for $0.25, because my kids are bad about losing pencils, and we buy the good ones. So I'm trying to teach them to be responsible for their pencils. So that's in their drawer. They each have a little notebook that they can draw in or write in, whatever they want. This is their notebook to do whatever they choose. And then they have each their history notebook in their drawer, and an eraser, a box of crayons, and then my oldest daughter has her math touch points sheet that I laminated for her, and that's it. My oldest daughter, she does have a handwriting book that I don't make her do it during her school time. She really enjoys doing handwriting, and so she just kind of picks that up whenever she wants to. But anyway, that's why history and science are not in these folders, because that's in the drawers, or their notebook is for that. For science, we do a nature study, and then once our CC group starts back up, we'll just do our science memory work at home. We'll expand on that. So we don't really need that in a folder. We'll do that family style. In the back of here, I do have a file for history, and it just has our history notebooking printouts that we use in our history notebooks in there. I have a folder for science that I don't have anything in yet, but I will add to that as our year progresses, I'm sure. And then back here I've got a folder for stickers. I've got those extra sheets of labels that I used on their folders. And then that's about it. These are just extra file folders. In the front of the file cabinet, I've got this little alphabet scratch off tablet that I picked up in the Target dollar section for my 4-year-old to practice his letters when he wants to do schoolwork. And that is pretty much it. I will show you quickly how I have our morning basket and science curriculums organized. So they are also in this cabinet, and so I just have them in book bins that I also picked up in the dollar spot. Or actually, I did not pick these up at the dollar spot. I got these at Dollar Tree for $1. So we've got my daughter, her prayer journal in our morning basket, our theology that we use, devotional, our read aloud, our happy hymnody study, and that's it. That's our morning basket. One day I'd like to have a really cute basket that it's displayed in, but for now it's in our $1 book bin. And then all of our history is in another book bin. And that's just how we keep it organized. These are the 2 books that we're going to be using for the first little bit of school. My teacher book and Leaf the Lucky, and that's how we keep those. And then I do have one more book bin in here that has school books in it, and this is where our handwriting is for my oldest daughter. And then I bought these nature notebooks from The Good and the Beautiful last year, and I just bought the PDF download, printed them, and had them bound at Office Depot. And we didn't really get to do these much last year, and this year we're doing Exploring Nature with Children for nature study, but I'm still hanging on to these because my kids might just want to take these in the yard and do it on their own sometime. So we've got those in there, and then I've got these two Usborne Wipe Clean books that my youngest two kiddos sometimes still like to use. So I have those in there, and then the last little bit of organizing that I've got in this cabinet is just craft supplies. And so I have these animal cracker bins that I took home from VBS to recycle, and I've got crayons and glue in one. I've got bingo daughters in one, stamps, like just rubber stamps that the kids like to play with, in another one. And then I've got just some plastic shoe bins in here with my office supplies and our paint stuff. And then I've got a basket here in the bottom that has math manipulatives. I've just got like these little erasers from the dollar spot that we use for counters, and some math flashcards, dry beans for counting, and just a little clock. And that's it. That's our homeschool organization. If you want to watch Christy's video on how she does things, I will link her video in the description box. And I don't have, in her video, she's going to talk about a checklist that her kids use. My kids do have a checklist, but because our folders from this past week are not in here, I don't have those. So I will update with those in another video, but I will go ahead and post a link to download my checklist if you want to do that and go ahead and start using it with your kids. So I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions about how we store our curriculum or our other school supplies, just let me know, and I'll be happy to let you know the answer to your questions in the comments. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.